for today's video, I am bringing you acne hacks that you need to know. Whether you suffer from the occasional pimple, or if your face could confuse Neil Armstrong for the surface of the moon, this video is for you. I have suffered with acne for over 10 years, so I'm sharing with you my biggest tips, tricks, and acne hacks that I have learned to keep my skin clear and make my makeup look flawless. Whether it's body acne, concealer hacks, saving money on makeup, a little trick that I use to fix the psychological pimple popping addiction, even how to waterproof your existing foundation routine. So before the ice caps melt, let's get started and I will share with you my acne hacks. First off, multi-masking. A lot of times our skin is different in different areas of the face. Sometimes we're having a hormonal breakout over here by our chin, but this area just has a lot of blackheads. Why are you going to use one face mask to treat so many different problems? Instead, try multi-masking. This is a technique where you use different masks in the different areas of your face targeted at the problem. So if you got a bunch of oily mess, use a clay mask on this area. If you got blackheads, use something else there. And if you have hormonal acne, use something with retinol or a powerful active ingredient to fight those breakouts at the source. Are you a pimple popper? Many times popping pimples can be psychological. Sometimes just the feeling of popping that pimple is what we crave. It's usually triggered by stress, frustration, habit, or even a need for pain. If you are someone who finds relief from popping their pimples, like I am, try using ice instead. Using ice will help to decrease inflammation, so the pimple isn't as painful or red or inflamed. And because the ice also gives a sensation, it can also be a little bit of a fix that kind of scratches the itch, can help to decrease that psychological urge. So try the ice trick because it worked amazingly for me. Do not fall asleep on pizza. Just don't do it. Instead, you may want to try a specifically crafted acne pillow. Kind of looks like a butt, doesn't it? This Tetris marshmallow looking thing is actually an acne pillow. The way this one specifically works is that you're supposed to place your head here and it supports it without actually suffocating your skin. This means that your acne creams and products are not being wiped off onto the pillow and you're not compressing your skin, causing wrinkles. There are other pillows out there that are resistant to oil or things like buildup, but whichever route you decide to go, your skin is repairing itself overnight and you're spending 8 hours with your face slammed into this pillow. You want to make sure that you're not doing any harm. Another tip is that if you have long hair, put it up while you sleep. Your hair has natural oils. A lot of times we put products and conditioner in it, and if we're sleeping with that on our face, of course that's going to exacerbate our skin and cause breakouts. Tie it up so that at least while you sleep, it's not touching your skin, your chest, or your back, and not promoting those breakouts. Another tip is to use synthetic brushes and avoid brushes made with animal hair. Now there are a couple of reasons for this. First off, animal hair can be extraordinarily irritating. A lot of acne-prone skin is sensitive skin. Animal hairs can hold allergens that cause acne flare-ups or inflammation. Synthetic brushes do not have any of those allergens and hold on to pigment well, but release the pigment too. Because animal hairs are like our human hairs, they're very porous. A lot of oil, a lot of pigment can soak into those bristles. When you do use a synthetic brush, they are not as porous, meaning that they hold on to cosmetics, but they don't lock the cosmetics inside, so that when you clean, they clean completely. This set is from Vanity Planet, which is a vegan and cruelty-free line. And what's also amazing about synthetic brushes is that you're not harming the animals or the environment. Also, synthetic brushes are generally much cheaper. This entire brush palette set from Vanity Planet equals the price of one animal hair brush from MAC Cosmetics. Hello! If you have acne and want to save a little bit of money on makeup, do not buy light coverage foundations. Instead of purchasing a light coverage foundation, a medium coverage foundation, and a full coverage foundation, purchase your favorite full coverage foundation and use an acne serum to sheer it out. Using an acne serum not only gives you the benefits of the active ingredients, but it can help to thin this out so it looks like a tinted moisturizer or it looks like a medium coverage foundation, but you're not spending a bunch of extra money on a product that you don't actually need. Become an artist in your own bathroom, and just by mixing you can save a ton of money. Another tip is concealer hacks. If you have time and if you have a freaking Mount Vesuvius on your face, here is how to conceal it using the techniques of light and shadow. Take two different concealers, one that's a little bit lighter than your color and one that's a little bit darker. Use a concealer brush to dot the lighter concealer onto your entire face and use the brush to kind of push this in, kind of like a sponge. Your skin is porous and you want to make sure this looks as natural as possible. Once you've done that and surrounded the pimple, you want to take the darker color and just ever so lightly tap it onto the very top of that whitehead volcano. What this does is create the illusion of a flat pimple and therefore smooth skin. The shadow pushes the pimple down, whereas the lighter concealer around the edges kind of brings the skin back up. This is great if you have a special event or if you need to make sure that your skin looks flawless without texture. Fun fact! Did you guys know that some cats get acne too? Some cats have been known to get blackheads on their ears. Do you have body acne? For me, this has been a huge issue on my chest and on my back. And when you think about it, we spend so much time washing our face and going through all these steps. We don't always go through those steps on the rest of our body, but the rest of our body is skin too, so why aren't we treating it like it? And sometimes it's hard or annoying, or you just can't reach. In that case, use a spray. This is personally my DIY back acne spray, and this has saved my skin, especially during the summer when I want to go out in a swimsuit or bikinis. This is a spray that I make with 5 natural ingredients, and you can spray this onto your back so you don't have to reach and become a freaking contortionist. And this helps to bust the breakouts at the spot. I will link you to that video, but remember to treat the breakouts on your body just the way you would your face. Do something about them. Did you know that toilet seat covers are made of the same material that blotting paper is? If you are out and about and you realize that you are getting oily, take a clean toilet seat cover and you can use this to blot your face. This tip is what I use to waterproof my foundation. Start off with coconut milk. Coconut milk naturally has fatty acids and is a great remover for a lot of dirt and oil on your face. Not only is it natural, but it leaves the skin with kind of a tacky texture. This is perfect because it means it is adhering your skin to the foundation and making this water resistant and even waterproof. You can use coconut milk underneath any of your existing foundations and just use a pad to apply this on. Apply your foundation as normal and then apply a setting spray. This one specifically is a mattifying setting spray that makes powder foundation waterproof and water resistant. This is the Spritz to Fix mattifying setting spray from Absolute New York, and this waterproofs my makeup like no other. Yeah, go ahead. Take me swimming on the first date. Now, if you're making your makeup this flawless and this waterproof, you do need to remove it at the end of the night. We all know that sleeping in our makeup can cause breakouts, but how do you accurately get all this stuff off your face? Use coconut oil to fully remove and break down every single pigment that's on your skin. A lot of people go in with their regular cleanser and maybe they cleanse twice, but they don't realize that they're not actually breaking down all of the makeup that's stuck in the pores and the microparticles that are causing breakouts in their skin. Use coconut oil because this will help dissolve every single pigment in the foundation. After that, use an acne cleanser to remove any greasiness that the oil left behind. Coconut oil is also amazing for scarring. Because it has the fatty lipids in it, it helps to break down existing scars, and if you have an open scab or wound, the omegas can help heal that faster and more effectively. If you live in the heat, here's what to do. It's inevitable that you're going to sweat. Because you can't stop the sweat, work with it. Use a foundation that will allow your skin to release that sweat and oil so that way when you get back inside, the sweat will evaporate, but your skin will look flawless. Anyways, you don't want to try to trap the sweat underneath your skin because then it'll just kind of clog up under your foundation, making it look cakey and causing more breakouts. I personally like to mix my own foundation to do this, but one of my favorite foundations from the drugstore is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. This is amazing because it is humidity resistant. It allows the sweat to come through your makeup application. That means that the sweat will be on the outside of your makeup, so when you step back indoors, it will evaporate off and your skin will look like it did before you stepped into the heat. I'll link you to that foundation routine as well, but using a mixture of foundations that are humidity resistant is essential. One of the biggest tips to avoiding the dreaded cake face is making sure that you wait in between makeup applications. In between every single layer of foundation and every single layer of powder, you want to wait about 5 to 10 minutes. This allows the makeup to set into the skin so you know exactly how much of the next layer you need and it doesn't build up. When it comes to avoiding cake face, less is more, so take it a step at a time. Another tip for avoiding cakey skin is when you're using powder, pat, don't swipe. When you swipe, you could remove some of the foundation underneath or push the product into the skin at an angle, which looks bad. The skin's pores face outward, so kind of like a sponge, you just want to dot this on. You're using powder to add a little bit of coverage and just set the foundation into place. This will help avoid any cakiness during application and throughout the day. Because makeup can cause breakouts, use an acne primer as a shield. A primer goes onto your skin to keep makeup lasting longer, but if you use one that has acne fighting ingredients, this will give you a little skincare boost as you're protecting your skin from the makeup. If you do apply makeup directly to your skin is going to absorb that. Using this primer as a little shield can go a long way. To make your acne mask super effective, mix a little bit of a spot concealer in there. You should never use a spot concealer on your entire face because it's way too potent. But if you're having an extremely bad breakout, use a little bit and mix it in with the rest of your face mask. This will increase the effectiveness of your face mask and help you fight those breakouts. Have you noticed that your acne flares up more when you're having a conflict at work, with your family, or maybe even stress at school? Stress is directly linked to acne, and I've actually filmed a video on this, so be sure to go check that out. Knowledge is power, and the more you know about your skin and how it works, the better you can be at treating it. And guys, overall, some acne hacks that I've learned are actually life lessons. I've learned that confidence covers a lot more than concealer. When I was personally in high school, I would go through the halls hiding myself. I was afraid that everyone was looking at my acne because that's all I saw in myself. But in reality, I would walk down the street and I wouldn't look at other people's acne. I would just see them. We are our own worst critics, and although it feels impossible when you're in it, try your best to exude that confidence. Find something about yourself that you love. And when you start talking to people, a lot of them will see your personality and see past your skin. And I know sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but it does happen. Remember that makeup is a tool and not a crutch. For so long, makeup was a mask for me and I needed it to go out. And what's amazing is that I used makeup as a stepping stone to love my skin without makeup. When I applied that makeup, I had the confidence to go out, to have friends, to realize I am not acne. I am Cassandra. I have hobbies, I have passions, I love cats, I love hiking, I love friends, I love science, I love shoes. When I realized that I had that identity outside of acne, I was able to love myself in the skin that I was in. So use makeup as a stepping stone to build up the confidence to learn to love yourself without the makeup just as you are. Overall, acne has given me some blessings in my life. It has made me a more compassionate person and given me the ability to connect to other people. It has made me a more powerful person because I've realized that through having acne, I can overcome myself. Not only my physical appearances, but a lot of the psychological issues that I faced and dealt with as a result of having acne. Acne also gave me the initiative to help myself. After 24 dermatologists, I gave up on the medical system and started doing my own research. And I learned priceless knowledge through trial and error and was able to really fix and improve my own skin. I have never met a strong person who has not gone through a struggle. So just keep that in mind and use some of these acne hacks in the meantime. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if so, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I do post new videos every Monday and every Thursday. So for more acne tips, more tricks, more days in the life and videos, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single thing. Love you guys! Bye!